Alberta Motor Association Case Analysis and Recommendations by the Case Solvers. I am Kate.
I am Russ.
I am Dalton.
I am Ben.
So first we're going to tell you a little bit about AMA, and then we'll go over some of the key problems they're facing. We'll do an environmental analysis based on these problems, and we'll offer some alternatives to solve them. Then we'll make a decision based on the best alternative, and then create an implementation plan for it, and then go over the financials of the plan.
The first thing that AMA says on the phone when you call them is, "Are you safe?" which is their number one priority. They're a business of protecting things that matter most to their members. They provide a variety of services such as roadside assistance, insurance, travel services, car registry, and rewards cards. They have a good reputation among Albertans for services. They are the largest retail travel agency in Alberta, and they have a solid penetration in all age groups, and they represent 36% of households in Alberta.
The problem statement and the key issues for AMA. The main problem is the low renewal rates for members under 25 years of age, only 50% chance of renewal. The secondary problems include lack of knowledge of the variety of services provided, low member interaction, loss of members who traditionally use cars to ride sharing services like Uber or Lyft.
AMA has a strong core business with many strengths, such as a good reputation, solid penetration among many age groups, diverse services, and a high amount of representation in households, which is 36%, what makes them an internally strong company. However, they have many weaknesses bringing them down from their success, such as under-marketed services, a lack of relevant benefits to teenagers, loss of customer base to ride sharing, and a lack of engagement. However, they have many opportunities, such as potential to expand services and customer base and modernize the image of AMA. And with these opportunities come threats, such as losing the main customer base in the future and damaging the reputation of AMA, which could lose services.
If AMA maintains its current course and does nothing to increase the rates of renewal, they will face no new expenses and they will remain solidly inside their comfort zone. However, it could cause an exponential loss of profits due to the changing market of younger users and an eventual total loss of the customer base due to it aging out. This would result in a loss of member benefits and eventually a loss of jobs and shutdown.
Analyzing the AMA current situation, we thought of an alternative possibilities to solve these problems, such as partnering up with rideshare companies, increasing online interaction, and increasing the benefits relevant to younger demographics.
Our first alternative is to partnership with rideshare companies. Partnering with companies such as Uber for member discounts in exchange for AMA roadside services for drivers and passengers. The pros to this: solve loss of members to ride-sharing services, opens to a younger demographic without cars, and it modernizes AMA as people drive less, as shown by AMA's analysis of the issue. The cons to this are difficulty to persuade the companies, an added expense, and departure from past services, which their past services include directly relations to the customers.
To make an effort to improve online interaction, AMA will create an app to go along with rewards system and increase online marketing and social media. With this, it creates many pros, which includes a wider reach to different types of people, which increases the benefit use and rewards. It modernizes AMA, and it's very convenient. And I know that for me, I would prefer an app rather than just a regular card. But with this cause many cons, as because apps are very expensive, it can be up to 100,000 to 10 million. and it's easier for advertisement to backfire, and with the app has very high maintenance costs.
The final alternative for AMA would be to add more benefits relevant to the teenage demographic, such as fast food rewards, deals for less expensive brands, and potential draws for members. This gives an incentive to renew to teens and would increase the interactions between the member and the AMA. It would also increase the positive talk around, especially using the draws, as people get excited about those. However, it would tend to need a lot more advertising, as it doesn't solve that problem that they currently have with a lack of knowledge of that service. Teenagers may also just not remember they have the card. I know personally, I don't remember when I have a card that I can use for a deal. It may also prioritize benefits to teenagers, which could result in a loss of the older demographic.
We made our decision criteria based off 3 criteria, but this does not solve the problem with the low renewal rate. With the status quo, it does have a low cost, but it is not practical at all and does not meet any of the goals. Partnership with a rideshare company has a medium cost, it is practical, and it does meet all the goals. An increased online interaction, it is a high cost with costing you up to $30,000 to $10 million. It is practical, but it also does meet all the goals. And an increase in youth benefits, it does have a medium cost, but has no practical uses, and it does not meet any of the goals, which may contribute to losing any of the older demographic.
We recommend that AMA partners with ride-sharing companies. The younger demographic uses ride-sharing. This is an area in which AMA is losing. This allows access back into that market. Partnering with a company that many people use will increase name recognition. By adding this rideshare collaboration, the likelihood to renew will go up. AMA statistics show that even one interaction increases the renewal rate from 50% to 83%.
Each department in AMA plays a role in the implementation plan. The first starts with corporate, which will make a mutually benefit deal with the rideshare company. Next is marketing, to step up the frequency of advertisements and to increase the knowledge of the deal and its benefits. This includes creating launch events, for example. Human resources is also involved. They need to work with the ride-sharing company and the current AMA employees to create a positive intercompany relationship. And last is finance. They will budget the deal as well as analyze what can be done to make the deal happen, as well as reevaluating the deal when it expires.
So here's a rough timeline of how we think events would go down. So first, we'd have finance decide on what would be profitable for the companies and what can be spent to make the deal happen. Then corporate would reach out to the rideshare companies and create a mutually beneficial deal for the two. Then a contract would be written up and signed by both companies. Then marketing would make an announcement along with an advertising campaign to increase the brand visibility. The marketing would focus on the benefits of having an AMA membership along with the new benefits of the partnership. The product would be launched along with special first week deals to draw people in and to get people talking about the new partnership. Human resources would monitor the interactions between the companies as the deal goes on to ensure a positive and professional relationship between the two. Then the deal would be monitored and evaluated in 5 years to ensure a positive influence on both companies.
We have no information on AMA financial records, but we can predict that AMA will have an increase in income from subscription. They have a potentially high initial cost though, which is the capital expense, and they have a low cost to maintain deal after initial marketing. Thank you for considering our recommendation.